morning, y'all. I am so excited. We're starting our fun and fabulous week of Pampering Chefs. And I've got Marian Lambertus with me. She's our Pampered Chef consultant, and she's going to demonstrate a lot of things for us. But we've been kind of having our own little party already.
Yes, a lot of fun around here.
We found out that we have a connection. Her husband has worked with my daughter before, and it's like, what a small world.
Yep.
So we're just having a lot of fun with this. But we're going to show you today how you can make two really different recipes using the same ingredients. So we're going to be using chicken and broccoli and bell pepper and onion,
So
and we're making one cold dish and one hot dish. So we're going to get started right now, and I'm going to let Marian go ahead and show you. This is the bowl you're going to.
Okay.
I've pre-cooked some chicken just so we wouldn't
yummy.
have to wait to do that. But basically, all I did was put some chicken breast right in. Let me show you. I put it inside some tin foil, and you can see the juice here from it. But I just laid the chicken breasts in here. I seasoned them really well. Then I covered them completely, baked them for an hour, and then when I took them out, I opened this all up and let them cook for another maybe 15 minutes so the tops would get nice and brown. So she's got the chicken, and she's going to demonstrate her tool. So
yes, so I'm going to use a salad chopper. It has two blades, as you can see, and it has a lock on the bottom, so you can unlock it. Pampered Chef is always about locks, and it has the two blades on it. So I use this for salad. We are going to use this later for salad, but it's awesome for chicken. What I like to do for a fast dinner, and I have 5 kids, and oftentimes we got doing soccer, I will just take a head of romaine and we'll just cut it up, and I pull out some baked chicken that I've already made, and you can just cut it, and as you can see, it cuts it in bite-sized long strips, and you just cut it kind of like in a 4, once down and then once over, and it has the guard on the bottom, and it slides right out after that. And I'll have to show you in a minute just how easy this goes. We used some of our forged knives to cut these in half, just to make them a little smaller. Oh, they smell so good.
these are the beautiful
so
knives.
yummy.
Look at this one. I love that. I'm going to have to get that one myself.
So each of the Pampered Chef is really big on safety, and those of you with kids and grandkids, that's one thing I appreciate, because each of the knives has a cover on it. They all come with a cover. Everything is so that your kids can't accidentally get it.
Or you won't cut yourself when you're reaching in the drawer to get it.
Yes, for
or
sure.
pulling it out, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So this just makes it super simple, way easier. I prefer to cut chicken than to dice it with a knife. It just makes it easier to do. And if you like having kids in the kitchen, this is a fun tool for them to use also. And
Right.
I also brought, I'm not using it right now, but I brought one of our coated knives just so you can kind of see the difference. There's a whole set of these. These are a little bit more affordable. You can get, the whole set is actually on sale right now, and it also comes with a cover, but I love those because it's a splash of color in my kitchen.
And speaking of a splash of color, look at my new bowls I just got. I love them, and they have color on the inside, so y'all be able to see what I'm doing if I'm using white flour or something. So I'm excited about those.
So pretty.
While she's cutting up the chicken, I'm going to snip some broccoli florets with these scissors that she brought. These are the kitchen shears, right?
Yes, they're kitchen
And look at
shears.
this cool thing. They come apart, so you can put them right in the dishwasher and then put them back together.
And I oftentimes will cut chicken with that also. I'll
Okay, I didn't put
cut,
that together right.
it slides in there kind of like a puzzle. Match it, there you go, and
Oh,
I'll turn
okay.
it, yep.
I didn't have it in far enough.
I cut lettuce, I cut sausage with that, I cut
That's
broccoli, I cut chicken. Sometimes I'll use the chicken if I'm not using the salad chopper. We just wanted to use 2 different kinds of tools today for y'all
This
to
is
show you.
easy.
But they are amazing, and then especially like if I'm using raw chicken, I use those when I'm using raw chicken a lot, and you just pull them apart and stick them in your silverware tray in the dishwasher, and it cleans them and sanitizes them, and super easy, way easier than I don't like to touch raw chicken, so I'll just get a knife and I'll get a fork and I just hold it and then I just cut it with those chicken shears, so I don't have to touch the raw chicken.
All right, well, what we're gonna do, we're gonna finish doing this and then we'll get right back with you.
And I'm done, basically.
Oh, well, good, we'll be right back. Hey y'all, we're back. We finished the chicken and the broccoli, and we donned our aprons because with the black background, you were probably having a hard time seeing some of these tools. We realized that when we looked back on the video, because a lot of them were black tools and they just didn't show up in front of her black shirt. So hopefully we've solved that problem. And
so I am chopping up a red pepper. We need just half of a pepper, and I wanted to show you this cool little handy dandy. It's called the scoop loop, and it has little teeth kind of on the end. It's just a plastic, looks like a plastic piece, just a piece of plastic. But what it does is I use this for cantaloupe, for a watermelon, and you just can hold it depending on what size you need, and it just scrapes out the whole inside and gets all of the inside of your pepper out. And then it's gone, and it completely cleans all the teeth out in the middle of it. And then it just makes it super easy. Normally, I'm trying to cut with a knife, and this is coming, and this is coming out, and now with the scoop loop, it just scoops all of that out. This pepper wasn't very dirty. It's just scoop out, but you see it has this stuff on the side right here, and it just cuts it right off right there. So we eat a lot of peppers in my house. My kids like peppers, and this comes in handy, but it's super handy with cantaloupe because cantaloupe can get kind of messy, and then I use the big part for that, and it just is a perfect scoop right in the middle of it.
All those slimy seeds.
All that slime, it just cuts it right out, and I just boop, right in the trash can.
That's awesome.
And that's it. So we are going to chop up some red pepper, and do we have onion?
I'll get one.
Okay, so we're doing pepper, and I want to show y'all the food chopper. So this food chopper, I took the cover off the end of it, but it is one of the most popular Paper Chef tools. It's been around for years. Paper Chef has been last year was our 40th birthday, which is kind of cool because I joined Paper Chef last year and I turned 40 last year, so it was meant to be. Right. What are the odds? So I use this mainly with onions, but we're going to try this with peppers too. We need it kind of diced. It's going to stick more with the peppers than the onions, but like 3, it will do it as fine as you need it to. But I don't know if you can see, just like that. It's all chopped. You know that.
Do you want me to peel this first?
I'll just cut the end off of it, the end of it off. So we just need half a cup, right? And that's it. Normally with onions, it's a little bit more. I'm gonna cut that just a little smaller. I use it. I cry over onions.
Put a few more in there?
Yeah, and then do more.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah,
We're going to use some for our cold. We're making our hot dish now, and then we're going to use some for a cold dish too. So I wanted to go ahead and chop up a whole bunch of this.
a little bit more of that off. Not like this pieces. So, okay. You can also use this to chop chicken. If you want like really fine chicken for like chicken salad versus the diced chicken, then you can do that also. So, all right. So we have this, and then the onion is right there also.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. I'm just trying to hurry so we're not taking too much time with all this chopping.
That's
Okay,
okay.
so let me see that onion. So like I said, I always cry over onions. And
I don't, because I have contacts now, so it doesn't.
I'm the worst. I've tried sticking it in the fridge. Somebody said, put it in the refrigerator and then you won't cry. And none of it works. I'll just be like, I always kid, like, my kids will come, Mom, are you okay? I'm like, no, you hurt my feelings. And they'll, oh, you're cutting an onion. They know. So I always cut an onion kind of in fourths like this, just to get a little bit smaller in there. And just a few chops, and we're done. And that's it.
Y'all, the pepper and onion smells so good.
It does
Oh
smell
my
good.
gosh, it smells wonderful.
You know what? Hold on, I need to see my recipe. How much onion do we need?
It's probably about half a cup. too.
And now my hands are all wet with onion juice. Let's see. We need half a cup of bell pepper. You know, I think the onion is the onion is not in this recipe.
We'll put it in. I think it'll taste good.
Yeah, I agree. Let's do it.
Yeah, right.
Let's do it.
You know
Let's
I love
do it.
onions,
Yes.
right? We'll just make it that much better.
That's right. Okay, and then how much onion do we need for the next one?
For the cold dish, only about just one little slice would be good.
Just one more slice?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's
Let me-
just gonna go on our cold
Oh.
dish, which is a salad, y'all.
What I like to do is I like to, if I'm a part of a co-op, and I'll get a bunch of onions and I'll just dice them all at once, and then I stick them in a Ziploc bag in the freezer,
Mhm.
and then I just throw them in the dish.
Oh, that's good.
So, and where should we put this? Do you have a bowl for
Let's
this?
see, let me get the little
It
dish.
takes the peel
I got a
off,
little dish.
so that's why I always peel it off first.
Oh, that's good. Here we go.
There we go.
That should be
Starting to
fine.
kind of hit me.
That should be fine. Don't
Okay.
cry, don't cry.
I know. It does help, but now it's starting to help. Okay.
Okay, so, if you
let me
wanna
wash
go
my
wash your
hands,
hands,
yes.
I'll be telling, the mayonnaise, wasn't it about a half a cup?
Half a cup.
Okay, so she's got this really cool little measuring thing here. So you mark it to like the half a cup
It's
place.
called a measure all cup,
I love it.
and
All right,
there's.
so she's got it at the half a cup mark right now.
I use it for peanut butter, for shortening.
It's kind of hard to do.
It is, yes. So it pops off and on. This is the 1 cup. There's a 2 cup and there's a 1/4 of a cup. I use it for honey. So you can use it for dry measurements or for liquid or for solids. But I use it mainly anything that's sticky. I used to buy the individual things of Crisco, shortening that you could cut. But to save money, I started buying the giant tub, and I just stick it in that, and it uses every drop of it. I bake homemade bread a lot, and I use it for honey, because usually the honey gets stuck in there, or oil,
Right.
and this just pops every drop of it right out, clean. It
Right.
has like a seal around it, and
So you just go right to the top then.
you're right to the top,
All right,
yep.
so there it is,
And then we're just
filled
gonna
up.
push it out,
All right.
and then just push it out like that.
Cool.
And
That's
if
awesome.
you look, just a little bit on the top, but there's nothing on
That
the
was
inside.
all that's left,
Use
that
all of
little
it.
bit.
So you're no more scraping with spatulas. And that
That's awesome.
one, I think is, I got that at my first Pampered Chef party like 12 years ago. And it's, I love that thing.
That's awesome.
Okay, so we got
Do the measurements.
the measuring spoons. Yes, so we need,
How about that garlic thing?
we need 2 teaspoons of dill. So I brought my adjustable measuring spoons. You know, I don't know if your cabinet, your drawers are like mine, but there's tons of them. So there's a 1 teaspoon, and then there's a tablespoon, and it is adjustable. So you only need the 1, and it makes it so
I
much
don't think that's
simpler.
gonna fit down this jar, is it?
Yeah, well, it goes flat.
Oh.
So wait a minute, we're doing dill. So we need 2 teaspoons of dill. So that's the other thing too, is they made it flat so that it can go scoop down into. So that's 1, and then 2, and 2 teaspoons of dill.
Perfect.
All right, and then we need 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. I
There it is.
think the recipe says, yep, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. So now I'm just gonna adjust this to be 1/4 of a teaspoon. There's no dill in there, and we'll get that out. Measure that. Stick that in there.
Perfect.
Oh, that smells so good. Then we got our mayonnaise.
Garlic.
We got garlic. Yes. So we need.
We'll move this up.
It says 1 clove, 1 garlic clove pressed. So we do not have, if you're short on time, Gigi likes to use, we've got this kind of garlic.
Already chopped.
Already chopped, ready to go. But I wanted to show y'all our garlic press because it's one of another really popular product. So the thing I love about a garlic press is you used to have to peel the garlic, and that takes forever to peel, and it makes me not want to use fresh garlic.
Right.
But with our garlic press, you don't have to do that. You take the clove, you pull the clove off, you stick it in there, and it smashes through. And then to clean it, I always thought, it's got all these little bitty holes on it. Let me show you. All these little bitty holes, right? You think, how are you gonna clean that? Well, it comes with this handy dandy cleaning tool. So you stick it underneath the water, and this pops in like this, and it fits in all the holes. Of course, now, there we go. And then it would pop it all out, and it completely cleans it out, rinses it out, and then you take this off, and then it just sticks right back on there. And
Well,
boom.
that might make me want to do it.
And it's heavy and sturdy too.
Yeah.
So I now use fresh garlic all the time, but that's a very popular product. So we're gonna use 1 teaspoon of, let me make sure there's a tiny bit, okay, in here. So you can use this for liquids or for solids. You can use the adjustable measuring spoons. And then,
So now we add the,
then we add the 1 cup of broccoli. Yeah, we can start first. We're gonna add the 1 cup of broccoli. So
you want to show them what you got going in here?
yes,
All right,
doesn't
so
look too
that's
pretty
it
right
so
now.
far.
We're gonna toss in 1 cup of broccoli and 2 cups of chicken,
All right.
and then we need 1 cup of cheese.
Okay.
So we got our cheese right here. I'll show you these measuring spoons. I'm just getting cheese everywhere. Here we go. I guess you're right.
I love
this is
that
about
one
right.
measuring cup.
I know. So these measuring
Put
cups,
the rest of that little bit in here.
Yeah,
It's just a tiny
sorry.
tab.
more cheese the better, right?
That's all right. You can't go bad with that.
So these are called our adjustable easy read measuring cups is what these are. And there's 3 of them and they all nestle together. There's a 2 cup, there's the 1 cup, there's the 4 cup, like if you're making pancakes or anything, you know, it's hard to find the 4 cup measuring. And then there's 2 cup and there's 1 cup and then I have another small one. But I want to show you, you use these with liquids because you can see the measurements are in there. So when you pour the liquid in there and it sits flat, you're going to get the right amount of measurements. I also use them for dry, like we just threw the chicken because I like the bucket, but for storing, they all nestle together. So those are the easy read measuring cups. Love those. That looks so good. So let's see. So we got our cheese, chicken, broccoli. I think that's the end of it. Salt. Yep. Now we're going to have to make our braid.
Okay, and we're going to get back with you on that because I got to get it out of the refrigerator. So we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we're back. We're having fun trying to get these crescent rolls together. I hope you can see what she's doing here. Let me move my hands and move this stuff out of the way.
So some of them started to fall apart when we were unrolling them, but it's the crescent rolls, and then you take 2 cans and you roll them out. So you have one side and then we have the other side, and we're piecing the pieces together where you would normally pull them apart to make your crescent rolls. So we have the 2 side by side, and now we're gonna take our yummy middle. Yeah, we put it on the parchment paper, and then we're gonna slide it on a stone in a minute. And I put it on the parchment paper because I don't think we have enough room to cut it to bring the pieces together. Okay, so let's put the middle, scoop it in the middle.
Do that first.
Take the topping and put it in the middle.
Right, this is the topping after it was.
We need to
all
mix it
stirred
up more
together.
because we added some more.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We added more peppers and onions in there to use the last of what we had. So this is the broccoli, chicken, cheddar, dill mixture that we've been making. And we're gonna put that in the middle. And you know, this is actually enough for 2 braids, so we're gonna use half of this for right
Oh,
now.
it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I just realized that when I'm really
Okay.
here. Can you get it?
Yeah.
Here, you know, how about I'll hold it this way,
Okay.
and then you can scoop it out, and then we can kind of see it. So let's.
Okay.
We don't want it too full, because then.
That's probably enough. That's about half of it.
Okay, and then, maybe not that little bit. Okay, and then, just push it all in the middle.
This should go all the way to the end.
I think, no, we need a little bit on the sides. And then I'm gonna get the pizza cutter. So this is our pizza and crust cutter. If you can see, and again, it comes with a guard, like all Paper Chef tools come with. And I love this thing. I use it every Friday. And the reason I love it is because I used to cut pizza and I had to get a knife and the crust would never cut. So now you cut the pizza and then you flip it over and then you use this to cut the crust. So best pizza cutter on the market. Sell a lot of these. I use these. People in my party kept saying, you gotta get the pizza cutter. I'm like, how fabulous can a pizza cutter be? And then I got one and now I know. So we've got the middle here, and now we're gonna just cut.
My pizza cutter fell apart last week, so
Oh, no.
I definitely need to put an order in for one of those.
I love it. So
Now, how far apart are you cutting those?
about 1 inch apart. Lines on either side. Let's see if we can get this.
Maybe
we
get
should
it on
have
this
it
side.
on
and
there.
that one.
Yeah, that's a good idea. This. Let's see, that'll be a little even, a little off, right? Homemade, it never looks perfect, right?
Nope, just need to have the same
She's
number
the
of them.
chef, I'm just the tool.
You're a cook too. Everybody can cook.
That's right. I almost want to put a little bit more down here. I'm afraid that broccoli's right there.
Okay.
Let's get just a little bit of chicken breast right here on this end right here. Okay, so now, so now we're going to take these pieces up. I just want to just cut this a little bit more, and then you twist it. We're going to bring it in the front, and then take this side and twist it, and then we're going to join them together. And I'm going to enclose the end. I'm going to take it, twist it, so it's starting to kind of come apart a little bit. Can you see what I'm doing?
Oh, it's
Twist
just
it.
one twist.
Yeah, but it's longer. I think we're going to bring them up, twist. I'm going to put it together, and then lay it like that.
Yeah.
You think?
And
I
so it
mean-
leaves little peepholes in between the twists.
Smells so good.
Oh, I need to turn the oven on.
Yes, turn the oven on.
Remember what temperature?
I think it's 375. I'll look one more time. I'll look one more time. So twist, bring together. Twist, bring together. What you think?
I think it's looking
Gigi?
good.
Twist, bring together. All right. And should we leave it for now, and then we'll stick it on the stone in a minute?
Yeah, so
Keep
y'all
going.
see how that's doing? Let me bring you closer so you can see it really good up close.
One twist. This one's the piece. Maybe come. Bring it together.
All right, now look, move your hands and let her see how it looks. See? It's looking very decorative. So hopefully it's gonna be very delicious too. So we're gonna get that in, finished up, and then we'll get it onto a baking sheet and put it in the oven.
Yes,
And-
and I want to just say a minute about our stones. Pampered Chef is known for our stones. I brought the large bar pan. The awesome thing about the stones, Dorothy Christopher, who is the founder of Pampered Chef, she actually made pizza on a pizza stone at her very first Pampered Chef party, which I always thought was kind of neat. So, but our new stoneware is now made out of Stone Fusion, which is dishwasher safe and it's preheat safe. So,
Wow.
so many of my customers will say, I always fight with my husband over the pizza stone because they want to stick it in the dishwasher. I'm like, no, you have to be careful. Or I have people who bought one 10 years ago and have never used it because they don't know how to clean it. So now I just make pizza on the pizza stone, just spray it off with water and stick it in the dishwasher. So our
Wow.
new stones are dishwasher safe.
Awesome.
And we actually, if you want stoneware, you cannot get one this week. Unfortunately, we had a kiln break, and the only way to get stoneware through March is to host a party. And hosts can get our starter set, which is the pizza stone, the large bar pan, and the bread pan, for only $44. They get the whole set, all three of them. So at Christmas time, right before Christmas, before our kiln broke, I sold a lot of those, and we split them up as 3 gifts. For $44, you host a party or get it, and when your party hits a certain sale. So great way to give gifts also. But it will be back though. The stoneware is coming back. But just as a side note, it's fabulous. But
Awesome.
you do have to host now. They're trying to reward our hosts. So.
Awesome. All right, well, we'll get right back with y'all. Okay, y'all, we're back. She's finished the braiding, and
We picked it up on our parchment paper since we cut it. We put it on our stoneware piece on our large bar pan, and then I have the basting brush. I love this little basting brush.
Short, close.
You can get this for free as a guest special when you spend $80, but it has a little hook on the side. This isn't big enough, but normally you would sit it in the bowl and it would just stick right there. So then it's not flopping over. Oh, I think it's ready.
Oven's ready.
Oven's ready. So
let's get this thing going.
doing the egg white, we're just gonna brush the braid with egg white with our basting brush. My old basting brush had the It was made out of like the horse hair, and how they used to be. And I would always get like pieces of hair.
Oh no.
And it was disgusting.
I've used little painter's brushes before, and the same thing. They don't last very long.
No, they
But I
don't.
do love these kind of brushes because they can stand the heat. If you're doing like putting hot butter or
Yep.
something on there, it works great.
And it also sticks very easy in the dishwasher, and it cleans all those bristles out. So I think I love using the stoneware. It's always neat to think how a company can change through 40 years, but how some things just stay the same.
Yeah, I know, because like this little egg slicer, which I'm going to demonstrate in just a minute, I've had this probably at least 30 years,
I believe it.
maybe longer.
And we still have that, a newer version, but it's
Yeah.
basically the
Yeah,
same.
and this is just an old one that I had, and it's really cool. See, it's got the little slicing things here. So you just do like that, and you can make sliced eggs, and then you can turn the eggs the other way, which I'm going to do, and make diced eggs, which is great when you're making egg salad.
I like to use that too for strawberries in strawberry season. If you're making
Oh,
a strawberry pie, you can stick it and it slices it really
That's
easy.
a great idea.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever tried it with strawberries, but anyhow, I'm going to make a sliced egg right now. So just slice it like this,
And that's the egg slicer plus. You can get the newer version now.
and then you can see that just slice those eggs beautifully. See?
Mhm.
Nice little slices, nice little circles. So that's what we're going to have in our salad that we're going to do today.
Yeah, should I start
So,
cutting up the regular
slices.
salad?
Yeah, let's stick that in the oven first. and then-
Yes.
And while she's going to start doing the salad, then I'm going to go ahead and show you how you dice the egg. You would just slice it this way. Let me move these out of the way. And after you've got it sliced this way, like this, you take it off.
Sure, Evan, you may have to fix the
It was
oven.
already.
I know,
think
but
you-
I was trying to do the time.
Oh,
So
yes.
the chicken braid is 25 to 28 minutes at 375. And I'll post that in our party group. But if you're on
Okay.
YouTube, you won't see that.
Okay, and now slice it going the opposite direction, and you can see
It dices it.
now it's in all these little pieces like that.
Way easier than trying to cut with a knife.
Absolutely.
For
Let me
sure.
set that timer.
Yes. While she's doing that, I want to just tell you, if you didn't know, the history, another little fun fact about Pampered Chef. Doris Christopher, like I said, she did her first party on a pizza stone, but the reason she started the company is because she wanted to bring families together around the table. And she wanted families to be able to make memories at mealtime and make it easier for people to cook in the kitchen. And that's what she's done. And here she still is 40 years later. Her company is still going. So that's just true to my heart, because having kids and busy lifestyle and all these tools definitely make it easier.
Right.
For sure.
I think what we're going to do is we'll just make individual salads on our plates, because
So pretty.
we're going to make this salad. This is what we are about to eat it
Yes.
while the braid is cooking, and that braid will be for later on this afternoon.
So I'm just taking our salad chopper again that we had. We have some pieces of romaine, and we're just going to cut them up, and we're putting them in the salad spinner. We have several items that are going to be discontinued on February 28th, and the salad spinner is one of them. So you want that?
I don't think that's
It's not, but it's okay. Same concept. If you've never washed your salad before, you will be amazed at how disgusting it is after you wash it. So, let's see, I don't want those rinds in there.
all right.
Okay, I'll take that part off.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yep, and then we'll just cut a few of these because it cuts these in strips. And I'll usually just cut them a little bit. I love tools.
Such a good chop salad
that-
now.
Yes, and I love tools that you can use for multiple things. If I had one tool that I only used for one recipe, I probably wouldn't use it very much. But most of the Pampered Chef tools you can use for all different kinds of things.
Y'all look how finely that's chopped in there.
So it's perfect to go.
Pretty awesome.
Ready to wash it, rinse
Yes.
it, and stick it on the plate.
Okay, well, we'll be right back. Let's get that done. Hey y'all, we're back and we're about to put our salad together. And Marion's going to tell you about our salad dressing while I start assembling this on the plate. I'm just going to put the lettuce, then all the toppings on it, and then she'll tell you about that.
So we are going to use our mix, measure, and pour, and it has even written on the bottle, if you can see, it's going to be backwards to you, but it has different dressings, but it also has the line, so I don't even have to, it tells me where to stop the vinegar and then where to stop for the olive oil, so I don't even need measuring cups when it comes to this, which is very convenient. You can also, on the Paper Chef website, they have all kinds of different variations. So we are going to start with filling this up to where it tells me to stop the vinegar. Stop at that line, so don't even need a measuring cup. Then I'm going to use my other measure all cup, and we need 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. And so I'm just going to combine the mustard and the honey. I think I'll do the honey first in this. So I'm just going to fill this up to the 1 tablespoon line. There we go. And then we're going to get the honey to the next tablespoon. Just fill it up. Way easier than, I'm going to just squirt it in here. Whoop. And use every last drop of it. Oh, that looks so good. And there we go. We don't miss anything. And then let's see, we need half a teaspoon of salt. You got that right there. Right here.
Yep.
Okay. Half a teaspoon of salt. And then a 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper. Just a tiny bit. Again, using the adjustable measuring spoons. And then the rest we fill up to the line with olive oil, which is about 3/4 of a cup of olive oil. Just gonna fill that up to the next line. I love not having to mess up
That is really awesome.
more measuring spoons. And there's a creamy recipe. There's all different kinds of vinaigrettes. You can season this to how you want, and it's going to be way healthier than any of the store-bought recipes. So we got it all in there. You can see right now it's all kind of separated. I'm just going to stick this on the top of it. And, oh, don't want to open it. Let's make a mess here. I'll shake it up. Now we're all good, and it has the lid. A lot of people who eat a lot of soy sauce love to buy one of these and just keep it with a soy sauce because it pours so easily. Several of my customers have all different ones. They'll have one for a ranch dressing, one for a vinaigrette dressing, and it stores good in your fridge for about 2 weeks. I think it's
That's
good
awesome.
for. So there we go,
Wait to
homemade
taste
hand
that.
dressing. It's
All
gonna be
right,
yummy.
and so our salads are together. Look how pretty they look on the
So
plates.
Mhm.
And we'll just sit down and pour some dressing on it. Our braid is still in the oven. It's got another about 11 or 12 minutes. And we'll get back with you and show it to you when we bring it out of the oven. Okay, y'all, the oven just went off and Barrett's getting it out. And oh my gosh, look.
Can't wait to show you. Look
Isn't that
at
beautiful?
that.
It smells wonderful.
So
And this is a nice trivet that she's going to sit it on.
Our trivets are awesome. Our silicone trivets, if you mix something on there, these are silicone oven mats. I love them because if you get something on it, sometimes if I'm doing baked chicken, I might get, goes back to that raw chicken again. On the end of it, I can just wash it right off because it's just silicone. It's super easy to clean. So
This looks beautiful. We're going to let it cool. And after it's cool, we'll show you how we slice it.
it's delicious.
Be back in a minute. Hey y'all, we're back, and guess who just showed up? Bob. So
I'm here.
He gets to be the sampler
Taste
for
tester.
this. It's finally cooled off just enough that I think we can
So cut it in
have a
half.
little taste. Let me get you a fork.
Am I cutting in bites?
No, cut it into
In strips.
strips.
That
that strip's probably all of dough because it was at the end.
That was the strip you called, remember?
Yeah, right. There's one that's good. Okay. All right. So yeah, you go, Bob.
All right. And what is this?
It's called the broccoli and chicken braid.
Okay.
Made with yummy buttery
Might be a little
crescent
bit
rolls.
hot.
You can cut me some more if you want to.
That's a good sign.
Mhm.
That's a really good
Okay.
sign. All
Okay.
right.
That is delicious.
Thank you, babe. All right, so you wanted, while we're here, let's go ahead and wind this up and let you tell them about your brownie.
Yes. Let me grab.
She brought these delicious brownies that she made at home, and she's gonna show us how she did it. So, hold on 1 second.
Sorry. I'm just gonna show y'all that we have two very popular pans called the brownie bite pan and the brownie pan. And the brownie pan, you can make. I made mini meatloaves in this last week. You can make it for muffins, all different kinds of things than just brownies. But the brownie bite pan, I can take 1 box of brownies, and I usually get about like 28 bites out of it. There's 24 in here. So I've already made these for Valentine's Day, and it's like 2 bites. And there's an actual recipe on the Papered Chef website called 2 bite brownies that you can do. But one thing I like to do is make Cool Whip, homemade Cool Whip. So this is called the whipped cream maker, and it has a line on there. You can see the line, and we fill it up. And I don't know, I may not fill the whole thing
You
up.
want to put some powdered sugar in it too?
Yes, and so you fill it up to the line, and I think I'm just gonna do halfway because we don't need all of it. And then we'll do half a normally it's 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar, but I'm just gonna do half a tablespoon.
I have some powdered sugar in this little cup.
So since we're gonna do half the recipe, then you stick it in there, stick this on here, and it just locks on there, and then you go up and down, and it makes fresh Cool Whip.
Hey y'all, I'm sorry the video ended fairly quickly, and I just wanted to get back with you here at the end, let you know that you definitely need to join the group. I'll put the link on Facebook so that you can join the group if you want to order any of the items that we showed you today. I also wanted to show you what I did after Marion left. She had to scoot on out because she's got to pick up a child from school. But I took what was left of the ingredients that we had in the braid. I mixed in another half a cup of sour cream and a half a cup of mayonnaise. And I put another chicken breast I chopped up in it. And I put a can of cream of chicken soup. Mixed all that in together. Just tossed it right on into here, into a dish, and topped it with some cracker crumbs. And this is going to be dinner tonight for us. And anyhow, waste not, want not, right? Needed to use that those ingredients that we had already prepared for the braid. I didn't realize when we were doing it was going to make enough for 2 of those braids. So now I've got dinner made. So now I'm going to go take a little nap. Y'all enjoy the video. I will be posting it at 6 o'clock tonight, which you'll see it then. And if you want to order anything, like I said, just be sure to join the group, and then that way you can communicate with Marion and let her know what you want, what you're interested in. And hopefully we'll have at least $1,000 in sales altogether for the group, and everybody will get a 25% discount, which is awesome. I know I'm about to go place my order, and I know that I'll be ordering quite a bit of these things. But tomorrow I'm going to show y'all how to use this special little tool that is a Pampered Chef tool that Marion has told me is going to be expiring at the end of this month. So I'll show y'all how to use it in case you want to order one of those before they're gone. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's longer than most of mine, but hopefully you learned a lot and had a lot of fun with us, because it's a fun and fabulous week with Pampering our chefs. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.